Hey folks, Devin Pennypacker here for the Windup Watch Shop, and today we're going to be taking a look at a brand new dive watch that, although might seem familiar to you, is actually a new design from the brand Citizen. It pulls from some familiar roots that you might have seen in the Promaster line before, but delivers it in a new package that is sized to fit the masses a little bit better. Now it still uses that same familiar Eco-Drive E168 movement that we have seen across the line, and at this point is tried, tested, and just a fantastic reliable caliber, but downsizes the case in order to fit more wrists out there and ultimately make this something that is far more competitive than anything else we have seen from Citizen to this point. This is of course the new Citizen Promaster Eco-Drive Diver 41mm. This model, it does come in black and blue. I have the blue model here. At 41mm in diameter, that is a much more wearable package than we've seen in other models. Typically with the Eco-Drive divers, you're seeing a 44, a 43, or in some of the smaller cases, maybe a 38 or a 36. But at 41mm, it hits a sweet spot, and I can personally say that it wears a little bit closer to 40mm, which has led to a little bit of confusion in our Slack group where people have thought that this is actually a 40mm diver. At just over 11mm thick, it is actually on the thinner side, so it might not slide underneath the cuff, but it is going a little bit more unnoticed compared to some of your other larger, chunkier divers that you might be used to. At 48mm from lug to lug, it is definitely a bit more compact compared to some other 41mm divers out there, but it still has enough wrist presence to feel like a true capable diver. It still has that same traditional heft that we're used to, and it still feels like a solid constructed tool watch. Set between the 20mm lugs is this new 3-link bracelet, which quite frankly is actually pretty good for the price point. I'm typically one to call out the stock options on watches as being a little bit lackluster, but this is a pretty good one from Citizen. It is fully brushed, so it's not going to show signs of wear. It actually has pretty good side-to-side action. It's fairly solid in its constructions. It is a push-through pin construction, so watch out that you don't lose them, but overall it is very comfortable. It does drape on the wrist nicely. And it is fairly adjustable because those links are fairly small. If you're having a hard time finding the perfect adjustment, hidden on the inside of that fold-over clasp is a diver's extension. It does use that solid steel plate extension instead of a link, so visually for me it's a little bit distracting and a little bit much, but if you're looking to stretch it over a wetsuit or you just need a bit of a wrist swelling break, it is excellent for that. Otherwise, it is a pretty standard Citizen clasp here with a safety latch and 3 fold-over system. Overall, the entire watch features mostly brushed surfaces with a little bit of polishing at the facets to kind of elevate the overall look and feel while breaking up the surfaces, but it's not really that flashy. You do have a little bit more polishing on the crown guards than we're typically used to, which allows light to cascade over its edges, diminishing the visual presence while still offering adequate protection. The 60-click unidirectional bezel matches the case's diameter, offering adequate grip with deep-cut grooves. Set just inside is the color-matched aluminum bezel insert with raw Arabic numerals and Illum Pipet 12. Deep beneath the sapphire crystal is the blue dial holding bold accents for better legibility and contrast. Around the perimeter is a white printed minute track with bolder markers every 5 minutes. Set just inside are going to be the applied polished hour indices, differentiated at 12, 3, 6, and 9 for better nighttime legibility. At 3, you have a framed date window, which is a little bit deeper set, making it a little obscured at extreme angles. At its center, you have the traditionally polished Promaster hands with their own individual large application of lume. Ticking just above is the polished lollipop seconds hand, which adds a little bit of that vintage flair, but overall this is a very modern appearing package, which is nice considering its modern dimensions. Like I mentioned, the contrast is excellent during the day, but nighttime legibility is even better as Citizen knocks the lume out of the park on this model. Powering the watch, like I mentioned at the top of this video, is the Eco-Drive solar-powered E168, a solar-powered Eco-Drive quartz caliber manufactured by Citizen for quite some time. We have seen it in countless Citizen models up to this point. It is proven, reliable, and tested, and at this point there is no doubt that it will keep time accurately and will come back time and time again for every new adventure. Overall, what Citizen has brought together here in a package for under $500 is honestly very impressive. A sapphire crystal, 200 meters of water resistance, 41mm in diameter, 48mm lug to lug, under 12mm thick. It really just has a lot of those Goldilocks specifications that we're looking for. And it delivers on a value proposition that we really don't see on the market anymore. When you're looking at the competition out there, 5 years ago, $450 for a quartz caliber dive watch was maybe not the best value, but now on the market, Seiko doesn't really offer much in this category. Yeah, you have the 5KX models and maybe some other Seiko 5 calibers out there, but those are going to be 100 meters of water resistance, no screw down crown, has a light crystal, sure, an automatic movement, but they're not delivering the same value that you're getting from Citizen here, and those bracelets surely are not this good. You might have some other options out there from Citizen, but again, they're not going to hit these specifications. So really, in my book, there's not a lot of competition in the price category, and if someone comes to me and says, hey, what is the best value $500 or less dive watch out there, this is the watch that I'm going to point them in the direction of. Now, I did just do a video here with Ricardo, our shop manager, about a few dive watches under $500, so if you're interested in seeing some other options, definitely wait for that video and check it out, because we do have a few other that we're going to highlight. And going forward, we're going to be highlighting more watches that are under that $500 category, because that is really ultimately where a lot of people are looking to add to their collection right now in the current market as a whole. It's an easy place to pick up something to add to your collection, or just a little bit of fun when you are really looking to expand into a new style preference that you haven't before. But let me know what you think about this watch. Is this a pretty great under $500 option, or is there something that I am missing entirely that you are screaming through your television at right now, telling me to check out instead? Let me know down in that comment section down below. While you're down there, please do give us a like and subscribe. It really helps us out. And with all of that being said, I know your time is valuable and I appreciate you spending some of it with me. So until the next one, peace.